I think Pacific Rim is my bucket list. That's it. I can croak now. I filled it up. Giant monsters, giant robots, characters I love, great story, a lot of great ideas. Take me now, oh Lord. I'm ready. Well, it was without a doubt an epic movie. We knew we were going to face technically, artistically, a gigantic challenge. It was not a little painting; it was like a whole mural, and we had a good budget, solid budget, but by no means one of the highest budgets in history. We are still 100 or more away from hitting the big boys, and I knew we were going to need to be fiscally very responsible and artistically very committed to the film. So we started with a really solid design work that lasted many, many months, almost a year of design. And then we went to the ideal casting. It really was the ideal casting. And when you're supported by great technicians, great actors, and great artists, the endeavor is much easier. Well, I'm very interested in family, and so many of the relationships in the movie are about fathers and sons, or fathers and daughters, or childhood, or and there is the idea in the movie that we all are basically together in a single battle, and that we need to learn to trust, and that is a father and son that don't necessarily like each other anymore, but they learn to love each other again in the movie. And Rinko, who is a rookie, she's never piloted a Jaeger, but she has huge talent. She has a strong connection with the Jaeger. She built the Jaeger. She rebuilt it, but she cannot ride it. And Rinko resents the character of Rolly a little bit, Charlie Hunnam, because he gets to ride it, and he failed in his last mission. And there is this distrust on the beginning, and she thinks he's wrong for the mission. And then they learn to love and respect each other without it being a love story in the sentimental way. They really respect each other like pilots. We created a movie that wanted to talk about the world saving the world, humanity saving humanity, not just a single country or a single creed or color. We wanted a movie about diversity, acceptance, and ultimately trust. And the cast was equally important in the human side as it was to make it international in the robot side. We wanted a diversity. Each of the robots has the personality of its country. The Russian, the Chinese, the Australian, each have a very different personality, a very different style of fighting, a very different advantage. I wanted the movie to have a huge practical component, so we ended up overtaking the entirety of Pinewood Studios in Toronto. And we then spilled to a couple of giant studios next door to continue building. We built entire blocks of Hong Kong and destroyed entire blocks of Hong Kong. We built a whole street of Tokyo and destroyed that street. So it's a movie that required sets of a size that has never been seen. One of our sets was the largest stage in North America, being used 8 different times to create the size of set we needed, which was a set that was the size of 8 stadiums. So the size of the movie is mind-boggling, really.